Your mic is muted, by the way.
No, it was just that moment where like audio cut out.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said my
All right.
audio interface like died and I had to like reconnect it.
Weaver.
All right, we're good then. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the Shadow Fiend. I think that's going to be one thing that we never agree on, Ricky. Unfortunately,
Hero's good.
Uh,
Weaver is also super busted right now.
Weaver is really good. It's good in this game as well. You're able to run down the keep the light. You can keep those bugs on top of Dawnbreaker. She's got fairly low attack speed as to the Mars, so they struggle to deal with that one. They could. It's not good against Mars though. I take it back. The bugs
You
are good
don't like it against Mars?
No, I think this is an awful hero against Mars.
I think this hero owns. I think it's going to be a Spirit Vessel Rush Weaver in the off lane, and he's just going to throw bugs and Spirit Vessel people constantly. Now, this is a pick we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, the Ancient Apparition. I mentioned at the start of this patch that I thought the hero was dead, given that they increased the cooldown of his ultimate from 40 seconds to 60 at the first level, and I guess eventually everybody stopped playing him, even though they gave like small buffs to Cold Feet, right?
Yeah, it's just the thing is that made the Ancient Apparition so good was the fact that he paired well with certain heroes, right? And a lot of those heroes got nerfed, and like you said, they nerfed the Ancient Apparition's Ice Blast cooldown, which was like a big part of his kit. He still essentially does the same thing, it's just not as often.
Yep.
So they go and grab a Void Spirit. Okay.
I like that against the Ancient Apparition. It jumps him on the back line, it's able to blow him up. You get the Silence off, you get the Aghanim Scepter, that'll deal with Weaver quite well, especially inside of Mars Arena. Void Spirit's solid pick.
He played this 3 out of the 4 games yesterday, did he not? Like this was like pretty much the pick for JH, I think, all day yesterday.
Yep. And for anyone not familiar, they've got the mid laner for SG Energy standing in for them on FG. I think probably for the rest of the tournament. I don't know. I don't know for how long it is. Queen of Pain banned out, Spectre banned out on the other side, so they're even more worried about their backline, which makes sense. You don't want this Ancient Apparition to have a miserable game. We've talked to players about that in an interview, Panda Boo especially. That do you remember that one, right? Panda Boo is an incredible guy. Big fan of Panda Boo here.
Yeah. One thing to note is we've got this offlane Weaver for sure. This is going to be for Sacred, and he's just going to be rushing that Spirit Vessel like we saw before. The question is this Monkey King going safe lane or is it going mid? Because you see it into the Void Spirit. It's actually not that bad into the Void Spirit, so you could take this for alone and then pick up Lumire's hero here. So they have a decent amount of options, but it really just comes down to which lane you want this Monkey King
in. I don't know. I think you just put the Monkey King in the safe lane. You try to match him up against Mars, right? That's the idea.
I mean, yeah, but like I said, you can't put him into Void Spirit, so they could still flex the Monkey King. The Mars Void Spirit is definitely your 2-3, and FG definitely needs a safe lane carry here. I'm actually gonna get rid of the Terrorblade and the Spectre in these last phase bans, so those are all pretty good.
Yep. I don't think the Terrorblade would have been a great pick for Infamous here either, but they need a mid laner. There's a small chance that you run Monkey in the mid, but pretty unlikely that you take those heroes at this point. The fact, all right, they got rid of the Storm Spirit and the Queen of Pain. I guess you don't really like dealing with the Quapon Void Spirit. That one makes sense to me. Storm Spirit good at jumping the backline on Coddle.
5 seconds remain.
I think I'm thinking they'll take Sniper as a last pick on FG.
Really?
Yep.
Against a Weaver?
Templar Assassin.
Okay, TA for the mid lane. You were right. That's a great pick.
It is. Now show me that Sniper, FG. I'm sniping that Sniper pick. I don't think they'll grab a Drow Ranger, but given they banned out heroes that are able to go into the back line here.
That's a pretty good PL game.
Gun. It's a weird looking gun that he's holding.
And it's almost like it's a staff or maybe a lance of some kind.
It looks more like a pike or a.
I think a lance might be the exact term.
Maybe a trident.
I don't really see a trident there. It does look like a lance of some kind.
A harpoon, maybe. That's the furthest they're willing to go.
Neph, you're Really fishing for some straws here with that harpoon of yours.
Ooh. What can I say? Just try to reel my comments back in. All right, solid draft here. I do like the Phantom Lance to round this one out. You got you able to burn people's mana down. He's going to be able to fight in any of these heroes in late game. It does pretty good against both Monkey King and Templar Assassin. It burns down all the refraction charges on the TA. Gets out of the silence of the Earth Spirit. Gets out of the cold feet of Ancient Apparition. It's good for a number of reasons here. And your lane is going to be secured with the Dawnbreaker in it. Weaver is going to struggle to be able to contest farm from you when you have to be a little bit worried about whenever your Sakuchi's on cooldown. He's going to be tossing out the hammer, hitting you with Starbreaker, which does like what 418 damage. You said at level 1 or sorry, level 2.
Level 2, yeah, the Celestial Hammer with Starbreaker is like 415, 418 damage roughly.
Mm-hmm.
But you're against Weaver Earth Spirit, so it's never happening. You're never getting the combo off. And that's why I kind of like the Weaver pick here. Is it's not great into the Phantom Lancer lane. Double check. Can you you can't doppelganger off the bug, right?
No.
Right. Okay. I thought that stays with you, which is
It does. It does indeed stay with you. rkryptic looks like the dude from Scott Pilgrim that thought gelato was vegan. Loving it.
Okay. Well, it is a pretty great movie, honestly. I'll take that as a compliment. I'm a big fan of Scott Pilgrim.
Wasn't that one of the evil characters?
Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot.
I mean, anyone who's not Scott Pilgrim is basically a bad guy in that movie.
I thought Scott Pilgrim was the worst guy in that movie.
That's just rude.
You do give me Michael Cera vibes, though, Ricky.
Really now? You should have seen that coming.
What?
You're welcome.
Really?
No.
Okay, I'm like, where does that come from?
No, definitely not.
You know who
We're
I
about
do?
the same age as him, though, no?
Probably, yeah. Somewhere in there.
You could potentially be the next Michael Cera.
Probably not. See,
Why not?
Michael Cera is funny. I am not.
What do you mean? Have you heard your own draft analysis? It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I have enough. Compliments really well with your face.
I just did that.
Come on, man.
That's what you get, dude. You can't come at me like that.
Holy moly. I'm trying to be funnier, and you pull out a gun on me. Classic American.
No, dude, that was a
Nothing like
shotgun, man.
escalating the situation.
I came out blasting, dude. What can I say?
Yeah. All right. We'll see if they come out blasting here at the start of this game. There we go. We'll segue.
Wow,
into
neph
actual
transition,
talk about
Pog?
Yeah, yeah. They're running down over here inside the triangle. Keeper Light's holding on to a couple wards, has himself boosted speed. I think they'll probably get the ward plant off of the mid lane, given the fact that they're not wrapping around to the tower here on King RT. You got a lot of movement speed on Keeper Light, but not really taking advantage of it. Could be he plans on excuse me, I'm tired without my pizza. Could be that he plans on placing it like deep and scouting out the couriers. That seems to be a pretty popular strategy for whatever hero sitting in the off lane these days. That's probably what King RD is going to do. It's pretty easy to snipe those couriers, and it's hard to predict exactly where the support ends up planting the ward, because you see that anywhere, the courier anywhere becomes so easy to snipe. People have gotten kind of lazy in defending their couriers now that you have 5 of them.
Yeah, no one remembers the days of one courier and fighting over it, and if that courier dies, you have to buy a new one.
Crowing?
Yeah, actually, you had to buy another courier, Neff. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
Someone kills
I
your
remember-
courier, and they like ping you and they're like, "Hey, support, can you buy me another courier?"
Yeah. A real long
Unbelievable.
time ago, didn't you lose the items that the courier dropped as well?
That was a very, very, very long time ago.
Yeah.
That, yeah.
Crazy days. Someone sends out a ring of health, and you get yourself a free ring of health because it's a shareable item of perseverance.
Dude, there was a meta for a long time where like Storm Spirit just went like 3 perseverance on his hero, and that was just like his item build.
Yeah, and then like several orchids. Remember that?
Yeah.
There's a little bit, I think. No, it was pretty common on like every hero. You'd be like, "Hey, can you pass me your ring of regen? I need to heal up."
Cute innocent little courier walks right into 3 heroes is Lumiere. You know, he can't really get out of this one. Pops the mischief for a moment, but it's going to be body blocks from Sexy Fat.
Oh my god.
He's trying to get the last hit on over to JH. He's doing his darndest. Dude, the body blocks are... Oh no! My god.
You had me, didn't you?
You can't make that mistake.
You can't, nah. You got way too greedy with that one, trying to give it up to your mid laner.
Sexy Fat had the God's Rebuke the whole time, too.
Yeah. Now, the bad part about this is now he has a point into Primal Spring at level 1. So he's not going to be able to get Jingu Mastery or Boundless Strike. His level like 2 is going to be weaker. His level 3 is going to be weaker. By 4, they usually put a point into Tree Dance, but not always, and especially not against Mars. You don't have the same advantage on Monkey King in this lane that you had before now.
And they're actually going to aggressively lane here on 3. It looks like Duster's up here right now as well. So with this Primal Spring level 1 on Lumiere, they might try and punish it.
What are they going to do? Kill him? Look how that went for them last time.
That is true. Lumiere, though, hiding in the trees above them, just not wasting his time. And there's the TP out from Dawnbreaker, and all right, ends up being okay.
Dude, he can't lane this now. Normally, he'd be like trading with him with Jingu Mastery. He just has to kind of sit there and let Sexy Fat do whatever he wants with the wave. Just kind of exist. It's awful.
My horse says nay, and so do I.
I mean, this ooh, doesn't get the deny there. Nice attempt. Mid lane, though, we have the alone TA versus JH here on the Void Spirit. Like we said, JH got to play this hero a ton yesterday. This was like his 3 of 4 games got to play this. I think even into the TA once, potentially.
He's not doing great so far. Looks like, and I don't think you should be losing this at the start here on JH. This lane only gets harder as it goes on once TA has extra points in the refraction here. Bottom lane.
Looking at myself now. A little bit of harassment coming in from Leo. The thing is, this Weaver is just going to rush this urn like he has in the past, and I have to imagine it's going to be pretty easy.
Kind of messed with, it did mess with Michael last time, or the Earth Spirit last time we saw it. We were picking up a couple of the items for the urn after the Earth Spirit already had the Sage's Mask and the Circlet.
Falling low. Oh, I thought we were gonna see first blood here in the bottom lane onto Duster, but it ends up swinging top here onto Sexy Fat's Mars. I was watching the health bars up top, and I was like, yeah, it's definitely happening here first, but no. First blood happens in the top lane. They grab it there onto the Mars. And I can't see his fight recap, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Leo's got no HP regen now and is sitting underneath his own tower. Duster TP's down into the bottom lane. He's got 6 tangos and gives himself.
Oh, quick little pause.
Up in the top lane, Lumiere, he's going 1-1-1 this lane. But again, you only have the 40 bonus damage versus like the 70 that you normally have against the Mars, and the Mars gets to do a bunch. Actually, he's 6-1 right now on the Mars. You recovered very quickly on Lumiere. I take back what I said completely. He's doing just fine now. You'd have basically every last hit in this lane on the Monkey King if you weren't forced to go Tree Dance level 1. But given the fact that he didn't die at the start and give up a kill there to the Void Spirit, and Mars still isn't doing amazing lane, only 6-1, I'd say that his start is a lot better than it should be.
Yeah, and finding that kill helps him out quite a bit, right? Oh, they're actually gonna find King RD here, but he is so dang fast. Primal Spring on forward, he just gets the kill. Okay, Coddle, you're fast, but you can't outrun Mr. Wukong.
Yeah, he's even quicker now. The cast point in the cast point reduced, travel speed increased by a little bit, so even easier to run heroes down.
You're right, actually. On the previous patch, he probably doesn't find that.
Nope. You're just fast enough now. Extra 100 tree dance jumping speed. Pretty significant.
Yeah, it is. TA doing really well in the mid lane. 23 and 9 on the last hits alone is absolutely popping off compared to the 14 and 1 you're gonna see on this Void Spirit. Now JH, he had some like really hot games yesterday and some less, I would say, smoldering games. You know,
what are you saying here?
There was some times he like really struggled on this hero yesterday. And bottom lane actually find a kill onto Duster once again.
Yep, they do a lot of damage between these two heroes. It's very easy to chase people down. 2.5 seconds slow by 40% on the Earth Spirit, or sorry, 50%, and Sakuchi 2 points of that, 1 point in the Swarm, 1 point in minute attack.
Yeah, the other thing is you get the urn completed as well.
Or top lane again. They go into Sexy Fat. He doesn't end up connecting the Cold Feet, but
I'll be able to just
someone's gonna
stand his fight here. Yeah, with Lumiere having these Jingu Mastery proc here, he should go down. Cold Feet, yep, last tick within a range is gonna find it. Now Lumiere debating on chasing after King RD, but he looks like he's just gonna go back to farming.
Yeah. He could have popped his magic stick there.
And gone for the Primal Spring.
Yeah, but I don't think he had enough mana. No, he wouldn't have had quite enough mana for a Boundless Strike on top of it. Well, let's be a little bit more careful with his mana from now on out. I mean, it costs as much mana to throw out a Primal Spring.
Bottom lane, big engagement. Starbreaker does connect onto Michael. They find the kill. Leo falling incredibly low, though, and that's what we're talking about, the bugs. You can't get rid of them, and plus this Urn. Sacred's about to take down 2 here. Urn coming off cooldown in just a second. This Weaver, man, is going to be a huge problem.
Yeah, and he's just rushing Spirit Vessel as well. Going to send himself out. I thought he was going to pick up his water, but it looks like he's not going to. Just going to send out Raindrops of Clarity. He wants more mana to keep running people down. Doesn't care about his farm. He just wants to ruin the game with his Phantom Lancer.
Oh, top lane Sexy Fat. In some trouble. Nice jump there. They'll be able to chase him down, trade 1 for 1. And even Lumiere is having a great game. Infamous are off to a fantastic start.
2K net worth advantage now. It just switched over to. I mean, I think one of your Void Spirit's gonna need to try to find kill somehow because he's not having a good time in the mid lane.
They're trying to collapse onto the TA here in mid. Multiple heroes. There's gonna be the Starbreaker stunning her up, but it actually misses on the 3rd bounce, and now Duster's the one who just gets blown apart instead alone. Falling somewhat low. JH with the Astral Step on forward, trying to finish on the kill. He gets it. Convenient invis rune, but they had a sentry ready, and JH ends up falling in the process. 2v1 left. I'm just gonna back off on the side of Infamous, though. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Sacred's just chasing down Leo, and he just gets him again. A solo kill.
All right, maybe not. I was going to say, even though you're trading 2 for 1, given how far ahead this Templar Assassin is of the Void Spirit, I feel like that one was worth it. But you lose your Phantom Lancer in the bottom lane. This guy needs to get a good start to his game. Like, he is your solution to these heroes in the late game, but all these heroes on Infamous are going to play fairly fast. Around the 16-minute mark, Monkey King is probably going to go for a Diffusal Blade and Echo Saber or something like that. TA is going to have like a Deso Blink Dragonlance online by that point. Your Phantom Lance is going to have like a Diffusal and maybe part of a Manta style at this rate.
Mid lane, JH should be able to chase down Excel here, holding his Astral Step till he can get away, and he will. By the way, Neff, I'm not sure if you noticed, Sacred has a 7-minute vessel. It is done.
What can you do?
It's being delivered as we speak. Alone, chasing down King RD in the mid lane. They end up trading the supports at the end of the day. And JH,
he's looking to take this tower at the bottom lane as well. And yeah, JH in the mid lane just needs to run away from this TA. It feels like it's all he can do to Alone, who's going to have a Desolator with decent timing as well. Duster, you don't get to actually be down here.
Lumiere, ends up catching a spear top, and it rotates in from JH. This is a big kill. Take down the Monkey King. That's a great find. Well played by Sexy Fat. Scan comes out. They're finding Alone, sniping their stacks. They do not want to let this fly, but There's not a lot you could do. He's already cleaned up the majority of those creeps. Leo rotating in. Sacred finds another kill bottom lane. It's time on to Duster. And you just can't stop. Alone, speaking of needing to stop, he might be in a pretty bad spot here. The Arena Spear comes out, pins him right against the wall. He's alone. See what I did there?
Yeah, that was good. This is why you make the big bucks, Ricky. Ooh, nice pick up there. A very important kill. Slows down Alone's game quite a bit. So he's going to go for the Dragonlance. Yeah, he's gone for the Dragonlance now instead of going for the Desolator. He's forced to play a little bit more defensive. Duster's DC'd. He was having some PC problems before the game, so it's possible that he's still having a couple issues. His Dota didn't download properly or something like that. But, yeah, we've cleared up that bottom tier 1 tower, so at this point, he's probably going to look for kills. He's played by himself, got himself a very quick Spirit Vessel. He needs to be a little bit more active with his team at this point. If you're losing your TA, your offlaner should be participating a little bit more in the fights, right?
Usually, yes. The way this Weaver builds, right? Going for the Spirit Vessel, he's got boots queued up as well. One of the things that we've seen a lot is just either the Aether Lens into the Ags or the Ags right away. And it's one of those things where it becomes so difficult for anyone on the side of Infamous to like really lock down a kill. When you have this Arena Spear, the jump in from this Void Spirit, it's all just going to be nullified by this pesky little bug. So we'll see what they can do to make that work. And Leo, I mean, he's been relegated to trying to farm the mid lane here. Only 3,200 net worth. So he's trying to go towards that defusal.
All right, JH, he's pretty far away from his Wishblade. Do you think we're going to see the anime build come out from this game?
Nah, I don't think he can afford to. I'm pretty sure he's going to need to... oh, hold on. A couple different heroes getting found here. It's going to be Leo. There's the Spirit Vessel and the silence. No one's going to make it in time. Sacred just bursts him down. In top lane, the failed gank doesn't end up finding Lumiere. But the Spirit, or the anime build for Void Spirit, it is very cool. He does have the Witchblade queued up, which is neat. But after that, I'd have to guess he's probably just going to go for the Aghanim Scepter. It's just too good.
Yeah, the Aghanim Scepter is really important in this game. I mean, we talked about that, being able to jump the Ancient Apparition and the Weaver on the backline, being able to stop any potential save that he's got. I mean, the whole point of this pickup on the Void Spirit, it felt like, was to deal with the Ancient Apparition, right? That's something that Panda Boo talked about the one time that we interviewed him. Heroes like the Spirit heroes and Spectre, too good at dealing with Winter Wyvern and AA in the last patch, and same logic applies here. Even better now that Ancient Apparition is a little bit weaker than he was.
It was a little bit strange. Sacred has a Perseverance queued up. I'm not really sure where he's going with that. Top lane, Lumiere doing a little bit of damage to JH. He's got double astral step though. He's not too worried. Unless the Ice Blast from downtown. Oh no.
That'll finish him.
I mean, he's going to shatter to that anyway, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to try to delay the damage. Monkey King to finish him off, but he would have died anyways.
What a prediction there from the Ancient Apparition. That was a really sick throw by Excel.
Blade. This
So
will give him a
what-
little bit of.
Okay.
He doesn't. He gets assist gold there, but that's about it. If he ends up getting the kill, he's got a little bit more money to work with. But at the very least, his Ancient Apparition can now afford boots, Ricky.
Wow, what a world we live in.
Look at that. He's got shoes on his feet. This changes everything.
Nah, he wears them on his head. He doesn't have a feet.
Oh, that's right.
He just puts them on like a hat. And he flies a little bit faster.
Isn't that what they did in Dota 2 Reporter? You ever watch that series?
What? What the heck is that?
It's a short animated series about Dota games, and Gyrocopter buys boots at the start. And the Enigma comments the fact he doesn't have feet, and he wears it on his head.
Oh, no, I've not seen that. But mid lane, they're going to find JH once again. Ice Blast going to be dodged. The reinitiation here from Duster doing a decent chunk of damage. Sacred has a Meteor Hammer, excuse me, and it does connect onto Sexy Fat. A little bit of a confusing build there. Duster going to get beat down by Alone on the backside, but it's the Weaver, the star of the show. Who's he going for next? Spear Vessel out, does get caught by a Remnant. Really good throw, but there's going to be the bugs. JH, you can't escape this guy. Nice Arena Spear, though, finding Lumiere. He's all alone on the wrong side of the team fight.
Yeah, And Weaver ended up wasting so much time chasing around JH that they weren't able to win this one. They
Looking
tried to
for
roll
more.
back
Nice
in,
roll
but
in. Silence come through. Can they actually finish him off alone and pretty deep as well? Dawnbreaker coming back into the fight. Bugs come through. Michael able to roll away. Do need to be careful. The meld strike just melts right through that Dawnbreaker. And now this mid lane tower does not look very stable.
I don't know. Pushing into this Keeper of the Light, it'll be easy for the Templar assassin, but everybody else gonna have to be careful.
He's got a meteor hammer.
You do have a meteor hammer.
They just want to play fast. Ice Blast comes through, connects onto JH. You got a Blink Dagger completed on the TA as well. I mean, look at the net worth difference on the cores here. All three of these lanes. Just a disaster for the sign of FG.
Yeah, Weaver had way too good of a game. I mean, we talked about how strong it would be.
Can you Meteor Hammer from Invis?
No.
Right? Once you start the cast, it breaks it, right?
Yeah, you can do it during the fade time, though. So you can press the meteor, or you can press security and then meteor hammer very quickly. If you do it within 0.25 seconds, you can stay invis while you're doing it.
Neat.
Yep.
Rolling to the mid lane. They're going to continue the chase here on to Sexy Fat alone. Just come in range, drop a little meld strike to get that kill, and
You came too close to
Sacred just being such a nuisance on this Weaver this game.
Yep. And right now they're struggling to do enough damage to finish off these heroes. The solution was the Dawnbreaker, but at this point the Weaver is such an issue for the Dawnbreaker. He has trouble staying on top of heroes
Oh,
inside the
the
team fight.
Meteor Hammer, it connects. Sacred channeling from the trees. He has to TP home.
You thought you had me, didn't
That's
you?
awkward. They're just going to push this tier 2 tower in the bottom lane. He's here to stay on the Weaver, and Earth Spirit sitting up in the trees, ready to assist him if anyone tries to defend. I think they can probably do significant damage to this tier 2 tower. The Templar Assassin isn't going to be there to assist. Alone is, I think, wasting a little bit of time playing around in the mid lane here, but feels pretty safe.
Oh, they find her behind the tower. She's coming back to try and assist, and just gets picked off by Michael and Excel.
Yeah.
And again, like you said, with the Meteor Hammer, they should be able to just pressure this tier 2 bottom. They do have a fortification. It's going to get dropped here in a moment, I'm sure.
Right?
Maybe
Guys?
not. Maybe not.
Hey, guys, come on. Support.
They're just going to let it go.
Yeah. Sacred's going to clear out these. I think he just throws bugs. Yeah. He's going to drop the Meteor Hammer again. He's going to clear this one out with the next creep wave, I think. There's no way.
They'll fort it this time. For sure. Yeah, there it goes.
There, yeah.
Flag's gonna come out a little bit late, but they'll clean it up, dodge out that Meteor Hammer damage, and they are just slowing down Sacred, right? That's the name of the game, trying to make space. As long as he's not chasing Leo around the map, maybe Leo can get some farm. Managed to find a Diffusal Blade on the top half of the map. We have JH completing the Witchblade as well. So a couple items being done here on the side of FG. The question really just is it enough? They actually smoke up. They're just gonna go right for this Weaver. He's already channeling that Meteor Hammer. The Arena Spirit comes out. He's going to pay for that one. Will he get the time lapse off? No, not at all. Burned down. The question is, does he get the tower? Because that's the big one. And he does indeed. Mars going to deny it, though.
Had me, didn't you?
At the very least, they'll be able to take outposts and reclaim the map, but that's a big kill. Leo getting that Weaver. And like you said, he is not having a good game at the moment. He's got the Diffusal Blade and the start of a Yasha at 16 minutes.
Oh, the wraparound instead. The Spear ends up pinning that TA against the wall, and now Dawnbreaker coming in. The stuns are there. They take him down. 2 big kills going the way of FG.
QRD getting that one, but everyone being in XP range for that kill. So things are starting to only have 3 level advantage now. I missed my XP graph. I want my XP graph back, but XP probably evened out after that fight.
Trending upward graph.
Yeah.
And lane, they're going to find Michael. He ends up rolling out of the backside. He gets a huge magnetize. He's going to dive for this, but can be a good setup as they're going to be able to stun down the Void Spirit. Astral Step #1 comes out, but the chase from the bug continues, and that's going to be a dead Void Spirit.
Wasn't able to get that to simulate off, unfortunately. If Weaver gets on top of you, you're basically just dead. The only person able to slow him down is this Mars, but Arena on cooldown for another 10 seconds. He's got his Blink Dagger online. I imagine he's going to try to find a kill alongside his Void Spirit when he's back up. These are the couple items that they needed. The Blink Dagger on Sexy Fat, the Witchblade on the the Witchblade on the Void Spirit, and Phantom Lancer needs his Manta style now in order to get this Weaver off of him.
And meanwhile, you're about to finish the Desolator here on Alone. He is so dang farmed here on this Templar Assassin. It's a 6k gold lead. The Keeper of the Light, you know, definitely managing to find some farm himself, but your cores are really struggling.
Yep. You're playing against a couple of ranged heroes as well. The Ancient Apparition, TA Weaver. That Will-O-Wisp is going to get destroyed instantly if that's what he's building, and it is. He got the queued up. I like the Glimmer Cape pickup though, but no Invis heroes on your team. Force them to buy more sentries. There's a lot of magic damage that you're preventing as well. The drop this.
Nice initiation here from Michael, chain stunning down the Mars. He's caught an Ice Blast, but there's gonna be the Arena and the Spear. Alone tries to pick him off, but you're gonna lose the Monkey King for this. A big loss for the side of Infamous, and Excel TP's home. He's gonna be successful. There's gonna be the Dawnbreaker coming in, gonna be able to stun. Actually doesn't connect with anyone, but Sacred dusted up, trying to back away. Leo connecting with that Phantom Rush, but he is so dang fast and so dang difficult to stay on top of. Sacred will just disengage.
It's got to be the Mars who controls the Weaver up, but him being initiated on the start of that team fight. The Glimmer Cape was messed up there at the start of that one. King ID tried to drop it onto the Mars. He walked forward, thought he was in range, didn't end up actually using it, walked back, then to walk towards the Mars again. Which is unfortunate. I think that's an issue of ping, though. I think they're playing on Peru servers here for game number 1, and game number 2 will be on Brazilian servers. So, what can you do? Might as well go for a BKB right now. That one's also going to be pretty big this cape. It's not going to save you from the damage coming up from this Templar Assassin or the Ice Blast on the AA, though. So, I think that's going to be Alone's major job, because the Mars is their main control here. You move around.
Nice little pick out there for the move. You can continue your plan. We saw it. Nothing really special there. Just Wukong's command bound the strike.
Yeah, because the Mars is going to be the majority of the control, and these other heroes like moving around the team fights freely and have these range attacks, like the Monkey King, Weaver, Templar Assassin, their main target is going to be Mars in these team fights here. And Templar Assassin and yeah, with the Ice Blast is going to be an amazing tool for just blowing this guy up, cleaning him. They don't have nearly enough armor for this guy right now either. He's got the Dragon Scale, but I think you just hold on to this like post 20 minutes, actually.
So the Ags is now completed here on the Weaver. So
yeah, even though Sexy Fat's the tank, he's going to be the hero that they want to initiate on, I feel, in these team fights. What I'm trying to say, so BKB is very important for him.
Yeah, it is. I agree with you on that. They smoke up. Sacred actually doesn't get clipped by it, but again, he's just an Ags right now. So they're going to try and bait maybe once again here, or they just go into the Roshan. You could do either. Top lane looking for JH Lumiere. Gonna get some vision on him. JH has a Remnant. Oh, what a prediction. Right into the Earth Spirit, but Boundless Strike comes through. They can follow it up with the Silence, and he just goes down. Dawnbreaker comes in. That's awkward. Not much you can do about that one. Wait a minute. Okay, they do have Dust. Can you cancel your ult once you've started?
No.
Someone else has to cancel it for you.
Yep. Someone has to do the courtesy. If other people can't... Actually, no. I was going to say, if other people can cancel it, you should be able to, but I realized that would be kind of broken.
That would be, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, into Roshan they go. No Dawnbreaker, no Void Spirit, and with the minus armor you have from this Weaver and TA, should be pretty easy. Okay, Arena Spear. They're going to try and take a fight here, or at least force it, but the Wukong's command comes out, and Sexy Fat just gets pushed right back into this arena. And there's no way he's going to survive this. Rolling forward, Michael looking for more Ice Blast. Gets tossed out, doesn't connect on anyone, but did give him a little bit of vision to work with. Sacred. Then going behind the tower, Bugs. It will end up connecting onto King RD, but he's able to keep himself out thanks to that Glimmer Cape, but it's not going to be as lucky for JH's. He's the one that falls instead.
Yeah.
Top lane, Lumiere spouting out Leo as well. Oh! Whoa! How did that tree get cut? I guess he like leaped to it in the middle of the doppelganger?
Yep. He did. He was leaping to it, and he doppelgangered and then TP'd. And the Earthscrow was also trying to roll, I think, a fraction of a second late after they started rolling the exact same time the TP came out, which is the only way you actually TP out of or away from an Earth Spirit. So I think that they timed the cooldown of the ES rolls when he went for that one. It made the Earth Spirit look foolish.
I see. Well, he doesn't look too foolish now as they're chasing down King RD, and he's brought a dust, so they will finally take down that pesky Keeper of the Light. It is a 9k gold lead here, just 23 minutes into the game. I mean, it's not looking good here for the side of FG.
It feels like it keeps getting worse. I mean, this Mars definitely has his work cut out from Ian. Void Spirit's dead.
Yeah, he just keeps getting picked off. He doesn't have a way. I mean, I can't tell. I don't think he has a way out of silence. He does not. So,
And
is our Spirit doing work? Just constantly catching him with these rolling boulders into the grip.
yeah. Things get even harder for them once Ancient Apparition finishes up the Zaghadim Shard. They're gonna try to chase down 6 hours. They're not gonna be able to get him.
They do have a fortification still, but
top lane they lose Duster. He's trying to cut wave to something up here in the top lane.
that's kind of expected. You know, what can you do? The Monkey King is going to punish you for it, but you at least force the Monkey King back. Copium?
There you go. I mean, the goal of the game is to delay things as long as possible for Phantom Lancer to get really farmed, right?
Yeah.
They don't have a real answer to him. He plays really well against all these heroes. Monkey King, Templar Assassin, PL has no trouble cleaning these heroes up. But, you know, when there's a massive net worth difference here, 13k at 24 minutes, for example, it's not so easy. So it can delay things longer. Leo is halfway to his Reaver that he needs to complete this heart. At that point, he's going to be difficult for them to keep his hands on. Ancient Apparition Ice Class is going to do a lot of work into the heart, but with the 60 well, I guess not 60 seconds once you max it out. The 60-second cooldown right now is still only level 11. The heart would be a lot to deal with on Leo.
Mid lane, they find some more kills here potentially, as it's going to be Sexy Fat. Great roll in once again. The silence and the magnetize coming through. JH ends up clipping the Ice Blast. And now with that magnetize tipping back and forth, Sacred just going to drop the Spirit Vessel on him. I think he just ticks out to this. There's no chance he's going to survive. Ends up being a 3-for-1 so far. Duster comes in to try and save his team. Dodge out the Boundless Strike, but the question is, can he get away from Duster? The bugs from downtown just barely dodges them. He's gonna be all right.
The bug off. That would have been cool.
No, he could have, yeah.
He might not have been worth the smoke though if he's at the position 5. Tier 3 tower is just getting melted. This Phantom Lancer does not have any more time. He needs time, but they don't have it. 500 net worth away gold from finishing this heart, and they actually get back after taking the tier 3 tower. He does have a little bit longer.
I'm surprised. I mean, they've got the Aegis on alone for 50 more seconds, but I guess they want another big item before doing so.
JH still working on this Yule Scepter. I mean, the geomatic grip has become such a problem for him. Michael, it's not even maxed out. It's 3.5 seconds at level 4.
They're smoked up here on the side of Infamous, looking for Sexy Fat in the mid lane. He still does not have this BKB. Gonna run into a haste rune here for Alone. That is very scary. Roll in from Michael. Doesn't actually connect onto the silence, but Leo, he falls right into the enemy team, and an Ice Blast connects. They can take down Excel with the time lapse. Try to buy him a little bit of time, but it's not gonna matter. Lumiere jumps in the backside, gets pushed away by Keeper of the Light, but the shatter onto Leo is already there. Now looking to take down Sexy Fat as well. Held in place, Sacred on this Weaver. The bane of their existence. Aegis gets reclaimed, but it doesn't matter. You've lost 3. They're looking for more, chasing all the way to the base potentially as Lumiere connects with the Boundless Strike, rolls in from Michael. Does he have the dust? He does. Well, of course not. This guy doesn't make mistakes. The double toy forward doesn't end up working as King RD prevented from reaching his fountain, and Duster on the other side ends up popping an Essence Ring, almost survives, but Alone says no. 5 heroes, a full team wipe for Infamous from almost one side of the map to the other.
Duster realized the state of that fight. They saw them inside their base, and he's like, well, I'm getting creep waves, I guess. Good luck with that, my friends. Unfortunately, Templar Assassin was already on the case. Blew him up there. Phantom Lancer went down like 200 gold away from his Heart of Taras as well. Once he's got this, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to keep your hands on him and blow him up. But as much as they're trying to mitigate their losses, they're still finding all these kills here on Infamous. It is 13-38 at this point.
Yep, and this is a another tier 2 tower in the top lane. This opens up pretty much all 3 lanes now. And Alone finding an Elven Tunic is super stoked about this. Like this is the counter to PL, right? Is evasion. If you're the TA. So this is a really solid pickup from the jungle. And they find JH once again. The Yule's still not completed. He's about 75 gold away, and they managed to find Duster as well. They just don't stop here on the side of Infamous. Sacred gonna channel this Meteor Hammer to completion, mostly to send a message. As they jump forward looking for more. And they're back to cutting lanes here. Mid lane, it's Sexy Fat as he grabs that one, but in the triangle, it's Leo. Actually under the cover of an Invis rune.
This Ice Blast is gonna, it clips him, and he becomes hesitant to go forward. And at this point, he realizes, all right, they do know me here. They know I'm here. They're not gonna throw out an Ice Blast for no reason. I would be a little bit careful. They've got deep wards though, and they're not gonna have vision to PL inside their jungle because they're trying to be aggressive.
They're gonna find Sexy Fat. Oh, yeah, they do indeed. Boundless Strike comes out, canceling that TP, and
he's 70 gold away from his BKB as well.
Well, now he's like 370.
This is rough.
Nice D ward here from Duster, but Alone. Well, he's gotta go Scepter. He's gonna be okay.
Yeah, he queued that up the moment Templar Assassin caught him out as he started trying to cut creep waves. I mean, they're making good decisions here on FG. They're just
so far behind.
Yeah, exactly.
Mid lane. Exposed here. Meteor Hammer drops. Gonna be able to clean up the range barracks. You still got the Wukong's command if you want to really commit for this barracks. I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to at some point here. But Infamous taking it slow. Sacred's got the blink. He's got the Aether Lens. Ag's completed. Now going for the shard, which this shard is so good. I think this is honestly one of the best shards in the game.
The Phantom Lancer?
No. The Weaver shard. It is so good.
I don't know. There are some pretty good shards in the game, man. I don't know if the Weaver's the best.
4-second cooldown reduction and hits and reveals invis. It's so good. The split attack is like just kind of icing on the cake.
I mean, Tiny Shard is pretty insane. The unlimited true grab.
Yeah. I really like the way that they've implemented the shards. They like just making heroes play differently with each shard is pretty neat.
I'm not a fan. I think it's cool that they can like reintroduce a lot of abilities that they took out of the game or
they managed to find Excel top. Alone also caught for a moment, but he has BKB. Nearly one-shots JH, but he's going to come down with that BKB. Magnetize comes through, finds Phantom Lancer. He gets the silence out on his segment. There's the time lapse. Michael going back in. Meteor Hammer doesn't end up connecting. They've got the BKB out. Leo trying to get on top of Michael. There's going to be the Dawnbreaker. The ult comes down, but he doesn't actually get out. And Leo doing some heavy lifting in this fight. They've taken down 3, looking for more. Lumiere never got an opportunity to drop that ult. Sacred. Gotta be careful here on this Weaver as well.
Yep. And that's these item times that I was trying to tell you about earlier.
Oh, they found Sexy Fat, though. And these two heroes, honestly, you gotta be so worried about them. They might be able to just take down the rest of the team. And Duster going for the TP out. He's just taunting him. Managed to disengage on everyone. That Ghost Scepter is paying dividends right now.
Yep. Now, I will say, the Ghost Scepter pretty big, but these are the pickups that I was talking about. The Phantom Lancer, he is finishing the heart. He has way too much HP to take down that easily, so he's just going to doppelganger, be a real pain in the ass to deal with. The Mars ended up finishing up his BKB, also incredibly important to not just getting blown up or silenced out in these fights. It's, I think, just Void Spirit now. Needs to build his next item, and then I think they've got a decent shot at getting back into this. He's going for the Sheep Stick, so PL can stay on top of the Weaver, stay on top of the Templar Assassin.
Smoke up in the mid lane, but Dust gets pumped by Lumiere hiding up on the high ground. Checking for Roshan's actually respawning in just a few seconds. See how long if they decide to sit in there to check that scout.
No, 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 no.
The 1 second too early.
Put an
But
illusion in, man. Please.
Leo. He's gonna be the one to do it, put the arena on the backside. It's onto Lumiere. He's just gonna pop that BKB and walk out. Question is, can he find more? Duster out with the Glimmer Cape, but they've managed to find Leo. That's the big kill. He's silenced up. He goes down 75 seconds, and now the chase for more continues as Duster. The next one to bite the dust, JH catches a Yules. And I don't, well, maybe he gets out. Spider legs. Michael not satisfied, rolling all the way into the base. He's gonna kick Sexy Fat out, but Michael now in a lot of trouble. Boundless Strike comes through Lumiere. He's still got plenty to work with.
I think they tried to kick Lumiere to that tree there, but they threw him out of the base. He's sitting pretty low, and his BKB still on cooldown, but I suppose he does hit the status resistance from the Sandy Yasha. It would have been dangerous to go on him. But at the very least, they don't force Leo to buy back. And
meanwhile, Alone's already on Roshan. Shard for the TA, Aegis onto the Monkey King, and now back inside this triangle. They're still going. Michael, a nice blast, manages to catch Sexy Fan on the backside. They're looking for King Ardito. That's a big kill if they can take it. Boundless Strike whiffed completely. There's gonna be the Will-O-Wisp. Ends up stunning him down for quite a while, and JH will get the time he needs to disengage.
Will-O-Wisp committed. He was going to go down on the Keeper of the Light anyway, so it'll be back up by the time he respawns. The important thing is they managed to delay for long enough for the Phantom Lance to come back to the game. He completed his Manta style after he went down. He wasn't forced to buy back. So he's going to be even more of a nuisance to bring down, but his net worth lead keeps increasing. 24,000 gold. If they can start to find kills, I do think they have a way back in the game. They're into the point where Phantom Lancer will end up winning this. If things start to even out, they can take a couple of fights, but they need to take control of the map for that to happen, and so they need to win this fight that they're trying to put in place.
Nice spear onto the Monkey King, but the time lapse just sends him right back out of the base, and that thing has very low cooldown now that he's level 23 with this quickening charm. Meteor Hammer dropped once again here in this mid lane. They don't want to overcommit for these barracks, it seems. Alone afraid to go in as well. Oh no, the arena doesn't connect.
It broke the tree Monkey King was on, but he was too far away.
Michael goes in and he goes down. Ice Blast on the backside, only really connecting onto Duster. This might be time for Infamous to disengage. There's the Will-O-Wisp. In comes Dawnbringer, stunning up Lumiere. He's got an Aegis to protect him. But they're just cleaning up big. It's Alone fighting up against Leo. He's the only one being able to do the damage here, but a perfect stun in from Michael. The buyback gets put to great use. Manta Style gets him out of the silence, but there's the time lapse once again, and Phantom Lancer just chain stun down. What a play by the Earth Spirit, and now connects with the roll once again. Triple kill for Alone, make it an ultra as he cleans him up.
That's the unfortunate part of this matchup with the Earth Spirit against the PL. Even if you manage to get off that the silencer, you can dispel the magnetize, but you just get remagnetized or re-silenced immediately afterwards. The magnetize especially, just go back onto you. Simple as dropping another rock. He's always going to go on top of you here and stun you out when he runs into a bunch of illusions with his rolling boulder. And it doesn't connect with illusions. Taking advantage of that on Michael. So, despite him being tanky and hard to get your hands on for most heroes, AoE damage from this TA from the splash. And
they have a Mindbreaker, right? Yeah. That was what silenced PL the second time there.
Yeah.
Sexy Fat. Blink Spear sends Michael down. Immediate time lapse from Sacred. GG comes out. They know they've got nothing left in the tank here, and a first game victory going the way of Infamous.
If they could stall this one out for long enough, or they could have won that last fight, I think they could have turned this game around. It got to the point where Phantom Lancer was starting to get really strong, but Infamous, they played fast enough to close this one out against the hero, and just knowing that they can't take this one late. Important to hit their timing. That's exactly what they did this game, Infamous. Weaver had an amazing game, though, and I think that played the largest part in this. I mean, I'd say that Michael contributed a little bit, but Sacred definitely the superstar of this with his offlane Weaver.
Yeah, 12-1 and 20. We've seen him take this hero before. Weaver is getting a lot of attention lately. And it's just because he's such a strong lane hero. The buff to bugs as well is just so good. Everything on this hero seeming to come together. I'm a little shaky on the Meteor Hammer. It was a little bit of a meme this game. Help him take a couple towers early. But in the late game, didn't feel as strong. But it's one of those things that, you know, he just cut off so much of the map here.
Yeah, he did. And you look at this 10 minutes, the net worth, you compare the Weaver to the Phantom Lancer, PL sitting at 3.4K. He is on the top of his team, but the Weaver had an absolutely free lane, and PL was forced to move in the jungle. He lost at tower pretty quickly. He did such an amazing job taking advantage of those bugs and whatnot, like you said. And you called it at the start of the game, Ricky.
I did.
You said how strong this one is going to be, Sacred on the Weaver. And I wasn't a big enough fan. I'm like, man, 60 fat on this Mars is just going to counter the hero out. Oh, how wrong I was.
Indeed. Just put another one on the Ricky side of that check mark, the box today. It's fine. No worries, Neff. You'll get there. You'll bounce back. It's there's a lot more Dota to be played today. We're not even halfway done.
Right. Just beginners need to learn a little bit about this game before they can match up to you, right?
Of course, clearly. We got so much more Dota, everyone. Definitely stay tuned. We're going to go to a quick break. We'll be back with game number 2 of FG versus Infamous. This is going to be Infamous's 4th game of the day. We'll see if they can keep it riding high, as they're currently 3-0. Pretty impressive performance from them so far. But stay tuned for more here on BTS as the Pro Series season number 8. We'll see you after the break.